Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out again. And I do have a few updates this week. No fun posts or vote reveals or anything like that, but just a few updates about things coming up. If you have noticed some of the posts that I've had this week, I'm going to be doing a second edition. We are doing it tonight. It'll be the first one, although hopefully with my author friends, more to come. My good friend S.G. Tosh is releasing a book next Tuesday, and so we are going to be talking all things book release and her new series, well, her completion of this series, and then anything she's got coming up next. Maybe a little sneak peek at Envy. So that will be tonight. We're planning it on about 7 or 7:30 my time. For those of you on the East Coast, I know that's pretty late, but of course, like every time we do these videos, we'll share them later. So hopefully we will have some people hanging out with us. We'll also be coming at you from the meadery here that we partner with for our signings. So I'm looking forward to that one, and definitely hoping that you guys will join us. Also, if you're around a little bit earlier at 5 o'clock Pacific time and 8 o'clock Eastern time, I will be hanging out on the Go Indie Now podcast doing the trope or no trope debate on villains that won't die. So come and see who's taking which side wins. Do you like villains that just keep coming back like Jason and Ghostface from Scream, or do you prefer villains that just one and done, you kill them and they are out of there? As a thriller writer, it's definitely something that I am interested in, I enjoy, so I'm looking forward to being able to be a part of that. And I really want to thank Go Indie Now for having me. I will share the link as soon as I get it, and then of course I will post the video after the fact to share it for people that want to go back and catch up. Also, there's a ton of different types of interviews and fun podcasts that they do, and vodcasts like this one that Go Indie Now does. So if you get the chance, check them out on their podcast, on their YouTube channel. They're a lot of fun, and I'm really excited because this will be, I think, my second or third time that I'll be hanging out with them. One big thing, again, going back to the thrillers and new books and everything, I get the opportunity this year to be an ambassador for the Vince Flynn's Mitch Rapp series. Vince Flynn, we did unfortunately lose him 12 years ago to cancer, but if you're a fan of political thrillers, if you're familiar with his work, you know that once Vince Flynn passed away, the wonderful Kyle Mills took over and was writing the Mitch Rapp series for quite a while. And I actually fell in love with Mitch Rapp during Kyle Mills' reign. And his just unbelievable talent came through and really kept that series going. But he actually stepped back and decided that he wanted to go back to being a reader and a fan. And so now the incredible Don Bentley has taken over. And this is his second book in the Mitch Rapp series. And so I'm really, really excited. I get to do the advanced read and reviews. So thank you to the Vince Flynn whole team, to Kyle Mills, to Don Bentley, for keeping such an amazing character going and for letting me be a part of the ambassador program this year. I can't wait to get my hands on it and get reading. And I know my mom is just a little bit jealous because she's the one that got me into Vince Flynn, and I get to read it first this time. So I'm excited about that one. And then I got a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to make sure I told you guys about: the podcast, the Cocktails with Kenzie with S.G. Tosh. Even though we did push back the release of Envy, it's still coming, and I appreciate Dark Angel Graphics, who's got my wonderful cover. The cover reveal will be coming within the next couple of weeks still, just to give you guys a sneak peek and get you excited, hopefully, for what's to come. But next week, on the 20th, is when my newsletter comes out, and that will have the announcement of the 3 winners for the free copies when it comes. So look for that. If you aren't subscribed, you can check it out on my website at writingforces.com. Also, I'm going to put up a link to sign up in the Raven Readers, so you can check it out either way. But the newsletter next week will have the announcement of who the winners are. And so even though we're a little bit early and the book isn't out yet, we will be announcing who will be getting their free copies. So thank you again to everybody that reached out and was excited about that. Like Vince Flynn and my ambassador and the people getting the free copies. Those are just going to be as, a thank you for joining me and being a fan of the series. But I will be actually developing an ARC team myself. For those not familiar, ARC is the Advanced Reader Copy, ARC. And so we will be looking for people to start doing the same kind of thing for my books as well, the last half of the Sin series, as well as my standalones, and of course the co-authored books between me and Kayla Rose, our Reverse Harem series, and the Poe trilogy. And you can see him hanging out in the back. My lovely Poe, he's always here. And thank you to the people who have been sending suggestions of different things that you want to see. He will be all over that cruise ship next month, and he may actually end up having the parka that people suggested, so I am looking into that. But you guys have been so great. You've been very supportive and sending all sorts of fun ideas of photo shoots that you want to see. I'm keeping a list, so on my days off and the chances I get to take him out. I know I mentioned the photo shoot at the bar with my friend, my best friend Nell, and going out to FLM. We will be doing those, but also just keep those suggestions coming. They're always fun. He's got all his little cowboy get up and everything, so it'll be exciting to have all of that happening too. And I know if you have other ideas, he's got his bow tie for his formal stuff, so keep the ideas coming. Keep the suggestions for accessories coming. He's always fun to dress up. I feel like I still get to be a little kid with him. The last thing that I did want to touch on, if you guys have been following, I have another profile that is my other pen name, and you may have seen that yesterday I did unfortunately lose a very good friend. She was part of the PTSD support group that I have mentioned I am a part of, and it is quite a loss. She was an amazing person. I'm not going to broadcast her name or her information publicly. That's between her and her family, but thank you to everybody that reached out to me to say how sorry you were to hear about her loss. She was an absolutely amazing person. And then my friend that is currently battling cancer, our hearts are with you. And it has been an honor to know you. I know you're in a dark place right now, but I hope that you keep your spirit up and you keep fighting, and just know that no matter what, we all love you. Your post yesterday reminding everybody to not take things for granted, to not waste time on being upset, on being jealous, on holding on to anger, to always give that second chance, to always take that leap of faith. Thank you, because sometimes I think that is one of the most important things that people forget. And I know that recently, with being just overwhelmed with work and everything, I've probably let some of that slip. So tell the people that you love them. Tell the people how much you care. Be silly, be fun, and just like her, don't forget to just forgive, forget, move on, and be happy in life, because that's what it's all about. So I know, got a little sappy there at the end, but thank you guys for the support and for the love. And Poe and I will be back later on this evening, hanging out at the meadery with SG Tosh. So hopefully you will join us for that as well. Until then, if you can't join us next week or tonight, then we'll see you next week. If you join us tonight will be cheers. For now, stay caffeinated, and we will see you later. Thank you.